All right, hey guys, how are you? Dennard Mitchell here, your potential coach, helping you bridge the gap between average and excellence. Today is going to be a quick video. I simply just want to share a few ideas on how to live or how to be the best version of you. Usually we hear this a lot, people saying, you know what, you should try to be the best you can, you should be the best version of yourself. Well, I'm going to share 3 things that I believe can help you become the best version of yourself. Now, here's my disclaimer. I'm quite sure we can leave comments to this video and we can add 4, 5, 6, 7, even 100 more things that individuals can work on to become better versions of themselves. I'm going to get this process started for you today, and I have 3 things that we can work on a daily basis that will help us to improve ourselves so that we can become the best version of ourselves. In fact, the 3 things that I'm going to share with you, they all start with the letter A. I call it the triple A effect. The first thing we can do to work on our becoming the best version of ourselves is our attitude. We have our attitude, we have our appearance, and we have our actions. Attitude, appearance, action. Those are 3 things. If we can constantly keep working on them, we will be the best version of ourselves. And if we're the best version of ourselves, then we can go out and we can make our community better, we can make our neighborhood better, we can make the world better. But first we must start with ourselves. Now, when I say your attitude, I'm talking about the way we view certain things, the way we feel about certain things, such as your past, your present, and your future. How do you should have a great attitude about your past, your present, and your future? Now, I'm not sitting here telling you be all motivational and be all positive and say everything is going to be okay. What I am saying is we need to look at our past, we need to acknowledge our past, and we need to learn from our past. In fact, I like to say let your past be a class. See, a lot of times people like to use their past and they like to dwell on it. But your past should be a place of reference and not residence. I'll say that again. Your past should be a place of reference. You look back at your past and you refer to it. You refer to relationships that you were in that you can say, wait, I don't want to enter into a relationship like that again. You refer to financial problems you've probably been in and say, hey, I don't want to get into those situations again. You refer to choices and decisions you made about different things in your life, and you tell yourself, I do not want to do that again. We have to understand that our past is here for a reason. So let it be a class and learn from it. And if you can learn from your past, it's going to give you a better outlook on your future. What about our present moment? How do we feel about our present moment? There are different things we can constantly be doing and currently working on to feel good about our present moment. If we don't like something, change it. If you don't like something, change it. You have that power. You have that ability to do that. You can literally do that. So analyze your life. Look at different areas of your life, your family, your fitness, your finance, your future. Look at different things in your life. If there's something you do not like, make improvements to it or just change it altogether. But we must have a positive attitude about our current situation, our current moment, but then the outlook for our future. If we can learn from our past, if we can change our current situation and we feel comfortable with it, then we can have a phenomenal future. So as it relates to attitude, remember your attitude. How do you feel about your past? How do you feel about your current situation, your current state that you're in? How do you feel about the future, your hopes, your dreams, things getting better, aspirations? We can work on that. The second thing I want us to work on, which was the second A, is our appearance. Now, a great way to increase you or to better yourself or to be the best version of yourself is to constantly just work on your appearance. Now, listen. You're hearing this from a person who, and I'm not talking about go out and buy the latest fashion or spend money on expensive things. No, what I am saying is pay attention to details. What I am saying is the things you have control over, control them. I like to say control the controllable. So as it relates to your appearance, you have control over whether or not your hair is combed or brushed. You have control on whether or not your smile is brightened or whitened or your teeth is brushed, your face is clean. You have control over whether or not your clothes are pressed or ironed. You have control over whether or not whatever you put on for that day and individuals see you, You thought about it. You gave it some thought and you said, you know what? This is not the best in the world, but this is my best. And if it's your best, that's going to make you the best version of yourself, because there's something I learned. When you look good, you feel good. When you look good, you feel good. So just work on doing the best you can as it relates to your appearance, staying well groomed. You know, if you have a lot of facial hair, if you like facial hair, keep it nice and trimmed. If you don't like facial hair, great, keep it cut off. I don't like it because I grow my facial hair in splotches and patches. It doesn't grow in full. I don't have the big beard effect. I wish I had it, but it just doesn't work for me. So I have to keep mine trimmed and cut as much as I can. Keep your nails clean. Keep your hair brushed. Those little things are simple things that we can work on. And remember, if you feel good, you look good. If you look good, you feel good. The last thing in this equation is your actions. It's real simple. Action, doing something, taking motion. But you got to understand, your motion dictates your emotion. So just make sure that when you're taking action, you're taking positive action. When you're taking action, you're doing things that's going to uplift and not tear people down. These are things that you can constantly work on. When you leave the house, everything that you do, you make sure that you do it to the best of your ability, with all your might, and you're trying to lift up someone and not tear them down. So I don't know too many people that leave their house and say, today I'm just going to try to make somebody feeling bad without making themselves feel bad. But I promise that if you can have an attitude of gratitude and you can be thankful for who you are and what you have, and you can go out and your main objective is that when you take action today, you're going to make someone feel good while you take action. It's going to in turn make you feel good. The last thing I want to leave you with, and anyone listening to the sound of my voice right now, something that's going to greatly help you to impact your attitude, to help you become the best version of yourself, is find something. Everyone listening to me right now has one thing that you're good at. One skill or talent that you're good at. It can be athletics. It can be reading a book. It can be writing. It can be speaking. It can be cooking. It can be dancing. It can be organizing. It can be cleaning. Everyone listening to the sound of my voice right now has at least one thing they do really well. I challenge you listening to me right now to get better at whatever that thing is, to constantly keep working on it, because it's going to make you feel better about yourself. You realize you're good at it, and productivity increases your esteem. It makes you feel good. So knowing that you're doing something well, it makes you feel great. But then here's the challenge. Whatever it is you do well, share it with someone. This is something we can teach our kids. You know, if we notice that our kids, they love video games, and I know how it is these days, we try to keep our kids away from video games. Yes, it is a balance. But if we notice our kids are good at video games, I challenge you to have your kid to volunteer at a local youth group with kids that are less fortunate and play video games with them. I challenge you to take your kid to a local hospital and have your kid to play video games with children that are in the hospital and they're in there for a long period of time, or may never even leave the hospital. But I bet that skill that your kid has, which is video games or something they're good at, you're now teaching them how to take that and share it with someone else. And that's also service. When you give up yourself, when you give up your time, when you give up your abilities and skills, it makes you feel better. Same thing for you. We can teach our kids, but what's that thing that you're good at? What's that thing that it comes natural to you? Don't just worry about right now how to make a living doing it. No. It's about being the best version of yourself. Share it with somebody. Give it away and watch how that makes you feel. I hope this video has been helpful. I'm just trying to do my part in helping you bridge the gap between average and excellence. If you're someone that says, I want to be the best version of myself, start with your attitude. After your attitude, you know, the way you feel about your past, the way you feel about your current situation, the way you feel about the future. The next thing I want you to do is work on your appearance. Trust me, if you look good, you feel good. Start telling yourself, I'm going to make it a habit to get a haircut every 2 weeks. Or I'm going to make sure once a month I'm going to get my hair done. Or twice a month I'm going to going to get my hair done, or once every 2 months. However it is, work it out in your schedule, work it out in your budget that you're going to do what you can to make you look good so that you can feel good. The last thing is work on your actions, positive actions. It should be a goal of yours that whatever you do, you're going to make someone feel good because of it. Smile, show your teeth, give compliments, because your emotions are dictated by the motion in which you take. Hopefully this has been helpful. You can visit my website, dennardmitchell.com, and I'll have more videos for you. Remember, action, appearance, attitude. With that, you become the better version of yourself. Dennard Mitchell, your potential coach, helping you bridge the gap between average and excellence. Talk to you soon.